be working. Kurdish fighters recently recaptured the strategic border town of Tal Abyad.
CNN's Awa Damon was among the first journalists to visit the city. This week, we will bring you her exclusive reports on how the victory in Tal Abyad may be the blueprint for defeating ISIS.
Even members of the YPG, the Kurdish fighting force that we were speaking to, were expressing just how surprised they themselves were at how quickly they were able to move through such vital terrain.
For 2 years, ISIS reigned with impunity over this rural landscape, a vital frontier to defend and supply its stronghold of Raqqa, now beaten back.
There was a coalition airstrike, Orhan was just saying, on that side of this underground tunnel that goes around the entire village. ISIS had moved into this particular area about 2 years ago. This obviously dug out with heavy machinery, about 3 feet 3 inches, a meter wide, and pretty high as well. And then you can see the metal ceiling roof that was put into it running throughout. This ISIS tunnel is fairly crude, but still highly effective when it comes to giving them freedom of movement throughout the entire area. This is the road that runs parallel to the Turkish border, and berms like this one had cut it off completely. This was just one of ISIS's many defenses that they had put into place. What Orhan is saying is that the airstrikes that happened here were key. They took place just a few days before forces advanced into Mabruka, and they were highly effective.
In just 4 weeks, the airstrikes allowed the YPG to advance some 80 kilometers, 50 miles, taking over key territory, including the town of Tal Abyad and the border crossing, cutting off one of the main ISIS supply routes. When the coalition against ISIS was formed, we were the only force that was committed in the fight against ISIS. Commander of the Tal Abyad front, Bilal Rojava, says, the coalition saw this and coordinated with us. He won't disclose specifics. Here, the U.S. can say that its strategy has delivered a blow to ISIS, but the battlefield is vast, and the blueprint for success hardly easy to replicate.
One of the biggest challenges the U.S. and the coalition will face in trying to replicate this strategy, if that is even possible, is trying to find similarly reliable partners on the ground elsewhere in Syria and Iraq.